Congratulations on bringing an end to the Reaper threat. So what? Commander Shepard has become a legend, and from here you can continue to build that legend. It has been a long journey, for Shepard and for the team here at BioWare, and like Shepard, we couldn't have done it alone. The Mass Effect trilogy began as the vision of a small team, but over the years it has grown. That growth has been fueled and shaped by the feedback and support of our player community. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to sharing future adventures with you in the Mass Effect universe, the Mass Effect team. Where is this then? Well, it looks like we can do our post-game stuff
Commander?
now. I don't know whereabouts in time we are, I guess before we attack the Elusive man. You could stick the Citadel here, couldn't you? In fact, let's take the opportunity to meet Miranda at the casino. Where am I? Yes, that is exactly what happened. Before we assaulted the Elusive man's base. I think I'll just skip to Miranda at the casino.
Miranda?
You clean up well, Shepard. Thought we might try an evening out.
Sounds like you have some time to catch your breath.
I do, just not used to it. Feeling a bit lost. It's kind of sad, really. I got to thinking we needed a break. No point saving the galaxy if we can't enjoy it once in a while.
You picked a good spot to unwind. Any ideas?
A few. I'll probably need a bit of a push.
A push?
I was thinking about our talk earlier. About having a normal life. Damn, I'm not very good at this. Truth is, Shepard, I'm not very good at being normal either. Bit of a disaster, really.
I get it. We just need a little practice.
Any ideas?
Look around you. It's a room full of great ideas.
Here? It's nothing but alcohol, gambling, and wasting time. Right. Need more wine.
Bring the lady more wine.
Oh god. I'm gonna regret this.
We're just friends out on the town. What's the worst that can happen? Come on, partner. Let's start some trouble.
That was fine. Let's have a go at the fight then. Let's go have a go at the fight at the end that we should have fought and we just put God mode on. Okay, so I think I've cracked it. I am on insanity. This is the same save, no cheating. I'm pretty sure I know what you're meant to do. You're meant to run in a circle and then back to the missile control. So, all the health kits have respawned. I don't know if that's because we quit the game or if they normally do that. It doesn't really matter. All the health kits and all the board shots are all back. We're too close to comfort, so adrenaline rush, and then we run to the opposite corner. See, all back. But. Now, we can shoot some marauders. We're not going to kill them all. It's completely pointless. If they get too close and we get a good shot, we might as well take them. Ooh, they're all dead. Get them back. Distract the banshees, everybody. We're getting a bit close here, so we run round to the shop where we camped the first time. Oh, I'd better look than this before. Right, so that's where we have to get to when we give them a chance. Bring them back. We are going to need these health kits. Ah, there we go. So, should I wait until I get my adrenaline rush? Probably should. Yeah, bring them back. I need distraction. Shit, they're here already. Go. Right, I'm on. Go. Ah, before I had to eat loads of health kits to get through there. But that is it, and I can only tell you, that is on Insanity. There are no cheats on, it's not that bad. You just don't think the final fight is an actual fight, because it's not. I'm trying to skip all this to prove to you that I did do it on Insanity. Oh well, I can't even skip it at this point. You'll just have to believe me. That's how you do it on Insanity. Oh, are we there? Are we there?
From here on in, we knew this was going to be it. All right.
There you go, everybody. Thank you very much. Don't bother leaving any comments about that fight. What's next? I think what's next in the video is going to be a fresh install and a multiplayer map. The M7 Lancer is a rare collector's item that was introduced shortly after the First Contact War. The Lancer has been refurbished by an unknown master weaponsmith, and it now uses the high velocity rounds of today's weaponry. It does not need heat sinks, instead utilising weapon heat generation from an earlier era. Few of these finely crafted weapons are in existence. Welcome to a completely stock version of Mass Effect 3. We'll have a go at multiplayer online. I presume it kicked me out because I had mods on, which is fair enough. I'll only do one. Got to say, I'm really not very interested in it at all. But we'll have one game. I haven't changed my microphone settings. I can talk in game, but it looked like from the first time we played, everyone just uses chat commands anyway. Wait, what the hell? I'm already in. Where is everyone? Let's go get rid of everyone else.
Shield gone!
Banshees, we can't fight them on single player. Thank you. Oh, that was pointless.
We need those targets back online.
spacebar. I don't know how helpful that is. Got to say, I can't really affect any of these enemies.
Team member has gone dark.
Oh, how many banshees are there? Oh, there's more things down here.
Squad member offline.
I don't know what chat is. It's not TY or enter. Or console button.
Team member is hurt.
And look how many shots they can take. I could take like any of these on single player.
Rated squad member has mission accomplished. Nice work! Enemy down to half strength. We've got a ship down on the surface. A drone is the only thing that survived the crash. Get in on the base. Keep close or the drone will go dark again.
Providing assistance. Moving at max velocity.
Lost connection. Get back to it. You're out of range. Stay close. Keep at it. You're close to the ALOT site.
Assisting friendly forces. Speedboat engaged.
Your own drone went dark.
Three enemies. Friendly forces routed. Blocking systems.
We got the winner. Good one, team. I'm running low!
Oh, that seems way more effective.
Some good work down there. We're clear. Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Bogies incoming. Acknowledged!
Oh, I think it's just coincidence that they happen to be hitting someone at the same time I was. I don't think I'm actually doing any damage here. Where'd he go? Did someone else get him? Just to leave. Oh, this goes on forever. Where'd he go? He ran off. Oh, there's some ammo.
Team member is hurt.
Trapped.
Squad member has flatlined.
I don't know if there's a way to see the score here. I'm guessing I've got way more kills than deaths. Oh, how's he's back? I thought he died. Well, I'm bored now. I hope that was enough. Oh, that's how you see your points. There you go.
Enemies down. Good shooting. Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
Well, they're still going. Right, that's enough of that. I'm bored with that. I have absolutely no idea why people play these games. I genuinely can't empathise with it whatsoever. Why would you want to play a game where you can't even affect the enemy unless you grind it out? It just does not interest me in the slightest. And I can't understand why anyone does. I'm not playing up. I genuinely do not understand why anyone plays these multiplayer games with XP in them. Do not get it. And on that bombshell, let's move on to the Omega mod, see if I can get that to work. Okay, so I've had a look at the mod, and to install the Omega mod, you have to install the Expanded Galaxy mod, which adds loads of stuff. I do kind of want to see Omega restored, and there's a few bits in the Expanded Galaxy mod that sound quite good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up the ME3 LP. I'm going to record another LP, but by the time that I finish that, Mass Effect 3 LP won't have finished yet. So to you it will, next episode, you'll have Mass Effect 3 Expanded Galaxy mod LP. That's my plan, anyway. I mean, I've got about 6 months to sort it out. And we'll take in sort of all the mods that take any interest. Maybe I'll put a post up on YouTube, because I've got the ability to do that, and just see what Mass Effect 3 mods do anybody want, and I'll give them a go. And now then, for the endings to the game and a quick commentary on them, and then you're free to go about your business. So to end out the LP, let's see the other endings you can get. One of the benefits of that mod should be the cheat mod, that we can change our paragon and stuff. Maybe not. Oh, it made a noise. Oh, maybe it's too little too late. Ah, that worked. Okay, so it should work. We're just going to have to do it earlier in the save by the looks of it. Oh no, it won't do it here. God knows, there is a reason. Hopefully. There we go. I can max out Paragon and Renegade. So this hopefully means I'll be able to take that conversation.
Don't argue with me, Liara.
You're not leaving me behind.
You're in no condition to keep fighting. Get to the med bay.
That's
an order, Liara. Go!
You okay?
Just gotta keep moving.
It's interesting it gives us the Paragon choice, because we don't have any Paragon points, I don't think. We should have all Renegade points at this point.
Controlling me is a lot different than controlling a Reaper.
You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the point of all that was. Why can't I do it? Has something gone wrong? Okay, well that was a waste of like 40 minutes of my life.
You're nothing more than the Reaper's plaything now.
Now, you're the one who failed.
Yeah, let him kill Anderson.
And you will die knowing you're one of my greatest disappointments.
Otherwise, there's no point in me doing this whole thing. Oh. I really genuinely don't know why that didn't work. All I can think is because I said that I loved Liara. I'm sure. Oops. I'm sure some of it. Oops. I've just realised the problem because my push to talk button is end. Let me try this again. Okay, this is with shift as push to talk. We'll see if we get any better with this. So, one of these must be Paragon. Here we go. So all I can think is that we had enough Paragon points from saying that we loved Liara to put it all up, but I don't know what the maximum is. Well, it looks like... Well, let's retry that, see what happens. Well, it is working. I kind of half expected it not to work at all. I wonder if it's because I said I'm okay or whatever to Anderson in the last corridor? Maybe? Still, we'll find out in about 2 minutes.
They're controlling you.
I don't think so.
What the hell have I done now? Now I don't have any options.
You're wasting time while our people are dying.
Still not a believer.
I'm not even going to bother going through the rest of this conversation.
When
I'll try
humanity
loading and
discovered the
saving or
mass
something.
relays, when we learned there was more to the galaxy.
Okay, so what's important isn't actually Renegade Paragon for this end bit. You probably need some. What is important is the Elusive Man progress down here. So if we whack this up, hopefully we can sort it all out. Oh, well, this is better. At least we've got these options back. So it's not Paragon and Renegade you have to have. You have to have chosen the right convincing paths in the previous conversations with the Elusive Man. I might have fixed it. We'll see.
You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
You're weak and you're selfish. Because of you, humanity will suffer.
No! I saved humanity!
No. You sacrificed us for your own selfish wants. Your lust for control.
No! No!
You were supposed to protect us. And you failed.
No! I am the savior of humanity. I am the pinnacle of our...
Well, that was different, I think, but not in any meaningful way. I mean, I had the option, but it didn't help me, did it? That was barely any different at all. Well, I guess we'll try the blue path.
There.
Wait.
I wish you could see it like I do, Shep.
Oh no, we've already seen this as well.
It's so perfect. You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
Because of you, humanity is already undone.
That's not true!
They have the Citadel. They've got us fighting each other, instead of fighting them.
I just need to...
You've done exactly what the Reapers wanted. You're still doing it because they control you.
They're too strong!
You're stronger. Don't let them win. Break their hold. Don't let them control you.
I tried, Shepard.
I mean, I'm guessing that's the best quote-unquote ending for him, but it was more satisfying to shoot him myself, I think.
is another solution. A new DNA.
I don't know.
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
And there will be peace?
The cycle will end. The Reapers will cease their harvest, and the civilizations preserved in their forms will be connected to all of us. Synthesis is the final evolution of all life. The paths are open, but you have to choose.
Well, I think this is how I got to this point before. I'm just going to back up the saves, because hopefully I won't have to listen to it all again. Okay, well I think we're good. I'm pretty sure the way you get to that ending before was you had to shoot it.
So be it.
Like that.
The cycle continues.
But we don't need to see all this again. Where's the Child of the Faith gone? Don't know, he's wandered off. So I think these are your three options here. This is destruction. This is control. And that is synthesis. Now, we're definitely going to go for destruction first. That is the most sensible option. However, I do have a feeling the Reaper is lying to me. This is all not really happening. This is all indoctrination. I don't think he would allow me the option of straightforward destroying the Reapers. As for destroying the rest of the AIs, that is what we've wanted anyway. So, having spoken to Leviathan, I agree with that cycle. I guess the Child of the Faith was created by the Leviathan, and that's how he's got his philosophical outlook. I do agree. Having AIs is always going to result in the same kind of thing. That has been shown cycle after cycle, according to Javik and co. So, without further ado, destroy all the AIs and VIs and Reapers and Children of the Faith.
Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
There is no choice. We must go. Now.
Damn it.
The war is over. The Reapers have been defeated. Against all odds, and in the face of the greatest threat this galaxy has ever known, we survived. We suffered many losses. The relays are severely damaged, but we won. This victory belongs to each of us. Every man, woman, and child. Every civilization. On every world. Now, as we take our first steps toward restoring what we lost, we must remember what it took to win. This wasn't a victory by a single fleet, a single army, or even a single species. If this war has taught us anything, it is that we are at our strongest when we work together. And if we can put down our grievances long enough to stop something as powerful as the Reapers, imagine what we can achieve now that they are defeated. It will take time, but we can rebuild everything that was destroyed. Our homes, our worlds, our fleets and defenses, all of this and more. Together we can build a future greater than any one of us could imagine. A future paid for by the sacrifices of those who fought and died alongside us. A future that many will never see. And while we still have many challenges ahead of us, we can face them together. And we will honor those who died to give us that future.
Completely different from what I remember, kind of remember, from when I watched all the endings on YouTube after I completed it originally. I don't know if that means I have a really good war readiness if he sort of gasps then. If there's a way of affecting the war readiness, then I'll probably have another go at the endings. But I guess it's time to check out the next one.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
There was a little twee ending if you refuse to be indoctrinated as well. I didn't really like it, so I cut it out of the end of the last episode and the beginning of this episode, but there is one. I'll put it on for you now. It looks like a human child and an Asari. So it didn't really make any sense to me, so I cut it out. But you can watch that now. And then we'll go to the next ending.
Did that all really happen?
We'll never know exactly what it was like, but yes, the archives tell the true story of those who came before us. They fought a terrible war, so we wouldn't have to.
And that's why we have peace.
Yes, without everything they accomplished, without the information they passed down, we too would be threatened.
What else do we know about the shepherd?
Just what we have in the archives. But I've only told you a few of the stories.
Can you tell me another one, please?
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
I don't remember that. That sounds a bit like pandering. And here we go. Now, I don't know why you would ever choose the Control the Reapers, because we saw the Elusive Man, and it didn't work. So I don't know why we think that man, that child of the faith, wasn't indoctrinating us. And I don't know how you would think that this is going to work long term, maybe I should say. But I mean, I guess there are players who agreed with the Elusive Man and wanted to control the Reapers. But you would think the Elusive Man, regardless of how the conversation went, I'm presuming 9 times out of 10, it goes the way that we had through our canon playthrough. So I don't really know. I mean, even if... Yeah, so if he commits suicide, his plan didn't work. If you shoot him as a vigilante, his plan didn't work. And if you shoot him to save Anderson, his plan didn't work. So I don't know why you would think the best option is to do his plan again. But, I mean, I guess there's some people who did. So let's go and see that ending. Out of interest, what is my war asset? Can I check that? No, I don't know what my war assets are. I could probably check my save game, couldn't I, when I was in the little editor.
Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
We must leave the system. Damn it.
Infinite. Immortal. The man I was used these words. But only now do I truly understand them. And only now do I comprehend the full potential of his decision. Through his death, I was created. Through my birth, his thoughts are freed. They guide me now. Give me reason, direction. Just as he gave direction to the ones who followed him. The ones who helped him achieve his purpose. Now, my purpose. To right the wrongs of the past. To provide a voice for those too weak to speak for themselves. The man I was knew that he could only achieve this by becoming something greater. There is power in control. There is wisdom in harnessing the strengths of your enemy. I will restore what the many have fought for. I will lead an army that no one will dare oppose. I will protect, defend. I will destroy those who threaten the future of the many. And throughout it all, I will never forget. I will remember the ones who fought. So that the many could survive. And I will keep a watchful eye over the ones who live on. Those who carry the memory of the man I once was. The man who fought to become the one. Who could lead the many.
Beyond the waves being blue, and ED existing, obviously that is a big difference. I don't feel like it's significantly different from Destroy. I almost think it would be better if you were being indoctrinated, and that this wasn't what was really happening. But we do know that previous cycles from Javik, again, previous cycles did debate control or destroy, same debate we had in this cycle. So it does kind of make sense that the Crucible was designed with the option of controlling them. because in some of the previous cycles, presumably the control argument won out, and they contributed to the design of the Crucible as well, and that makes sense why you've got the destroy and the control. So maybe you fought off the indoctrination, and you actually have successfully indoctrinated the Reapers.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
And there's no grasping hand with this. No gasp, I should say. Presumably that's because Shepard does exist within the computers that control the computers in whatever the child of the faith, wherever he existed, that is now Shepard controlling the Reapers. So let's go for the least sensible of all option. I don't know who constructed the synthesizing robots and organics together, because I don't know which cycle decided that was the solution and built that into the Crucible. I can't imagine any did. So that's why this must just be a fever dream of our indoctrination. And I don't really see how it solves any of the problems. I mean, okay, you can't fight synthetics versus organics. So now they're all both. But you haven't diversified the galaxy, really. You made it all the same. And you haven't really kept humans and organics to exist, because they're now all part machine. And you haven't really defeated the synthetics, including the Reapers, because they still exist as well, just inside you now. So I don't really see how any of that is a benefit. I don't see why anyone would really choose that. I don't really see how, in the game world, this was constructed inside the Crucible. But it was.
Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Jeff, we have to go. Damn it. I am alive. All of us, synthetic and organic, have been changed. The war is over, and the Reapers are helping to rebuild. Where once they threatened us with extinction, they now bring us the collective knowledge of the cultures that came before. As a galaxy, we can now live the lives we have wished for. Taking our first steps into a new and wonderful future, where organics no longer fear their synthetic creations. With peace across the galaxy and with unlimited access to knowledge, we can eliminate disease, poverty, and overpopulation. To recover the greatness that was lost. And surpass it. We will reclaim our worlds and the stars. As the line between synthetic and organic disappears, we may transcend mortality itself. To reach a level of existence I cannot even imagine. And we will remember that this chance for a new life did not come without cost. No matter how far we advance, we will remember the sacrifices of those who made it possible. And we will remember Shepard. Because of him, I am alive. And I am not alone.
I understand why Edie and Joker are happy, but why would anyone else in the whole universe be happy with that? Now humans are all full of wires, and the robots have what? Human understanding of philosophy? And a meaning to exist? But I mean, the truth is humans don't have a reason to exist anyway. Maybe if I wasn't an existential nihilist, then I would have a different outlook on that ending. I don't really see how this benefits anyone. I understand the knowledge, but the knowledge existed in the Reaper ships, so we could have got that through the control as well, I would think. No, I really don't understand the end. I understand why it's good for Edie and Joker, but I don't see why it's good for anyone else. No, I what's to stop people from creating new synthetics that don't have any organic in them? And then they would rebel again. And then the cycle would start all over again. Would it not? And you think about how many planets there are in the whole... I mean, it's a galaxy, not a universe. Think about how many planets there are in the galaxy. Could organic life not start from scratch again on one of those planets? Can none of those planets ever have a primordial ooze again? So at some point, unless the organic synthetic hybrids are going to stamp that life out, unless they're never going to create any synthetics again, this hasn't solved the cycle. It's just delayed, it's just created a load of mutants. But at some point in the future, organics and synthetics will exist. And all the in-betweens, and they're all going to war. And the ones we created, they'll be the most powerful because they've got millennia worth of, not even millennia, millions of years worth of knowledge behind them. And they're just going to stamp everyone out. And they're just going to be as bad as the Reapers. No, I'm sorry, I don't see how this is a sensible way to go. I don't know who chose it. I mean, I guess it's the one right in front of you, so maybe a lot of people did choose it, maybe, just because it was right in front of them. I think it's probably meant to be the happy ending. The tolerant diversity is strength crowd ending. Although, of course, in this case, we don't have any diversity because now they're all the same. And could Reaper ships with some organics in them not see the difference between them and some Krogan with Ys in them? I think they're still just as different as each other. Okay, they're no longer synthetic and organic, but there's plenty of other differences between them. Would the Leviathan like this? Would the Leviathan like having Reapers in as part of their DNA? No, I don't think so. No, I think not only does it not make a lot of sense, but I don't think it's the happy ending it wants to be. I think you meant to say, oh yeah, diversity is strength. This is really good. But no, I'm not going to say that.
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I look at the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story,
It's getting late, but okay, one more story.
Okay, so the save file we got for those endings had an effective military strength of 2,804. Now, reading online, I believe the minimum for a good ending is an effective military strength of 3,100 or maybe 3,101. So I think I will. It's going to make a very long video. And I'll probably trim these endings down a little bit. See what happens if we have an effective military strength of 1, which should be impossible because you can't launch the final mission and you basically wouldn't have played the game at all if you got to that point. And we'll try it with an effective military strength of 3,300 or something and see what happens. I won't bother doing them all again. We'll just do the red one. I've been thinking though, I'm pretty sure the ending I got of Liara in front of the screens, I remember it as being more like Elos than that. I don't know if it is different or if it's just my memory. Okay, well it was all exactly the same. So I think we got the good ending. And while it was going on, I checked on my phone, and I think the numbers are off on whatever I looked at. So if you have an effectively military score of over 4,000, it looks like you do get a slightly different ending. But honestly, according to the table and the Wikipedia page, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. So I'm not going to do it again. That is the end of the LP. I hope you enjoyed it. I still think it's a bit of a limp ending to Mass Effect Trilogy. Too much cameo. No exploration, not enough conversations. Well, actually, I don't mind the destruction ending, and I don't mind the David Lynch style ending. I don't know a better word to call it. Refusal, probably. So I don't mind the refusal ending. I don't mind the destruction ending. The synthesis is, I don't get how that helps. And control, I think, would be better if rather than working, it was actually being indoctrinated and it all went wrong. I think that would be a better ending. But it's too late now, can't change them. It's been changed several times, I think. I'm pretty sure this is all different from when I played it. I don't know what I'll replace this LP with. Pretty sure it'll be Dragon Age 2. But I've got a big buffer. Thank you for watching.